Yo, it's Noir Speaks. Baby, baby, baby. Can you imagine? Okay, anyway. How y'all been? How y'all been doing? Y'all cute. I like looking at y'all, so I hope y'all feel as good as y'all look. So I just did a little prayer. I got my notebook because I wanted to write down notes, but I kind of wanted to do that with y'all. Like, I know y'all aren't on the other side of the camera yet, as in watching, but I just really feel everything is energy. Everything is happening at the same time. We are what time is. I know that sounds very woo-woo. We're what time, we everything around you exists because, let me not get too off topic. I just wanted to write down with y'all a lighting of the candle. I already prayed, but just a little meditation. This is a woodwick candle, and my sister got me this cute little candle lighter. Isn't she so cute? Look, she reminds me of a taser, which I think is cool. But she's a woodwick, so she crackles like fire, but I don't think you'll be able to hear it because I've got the windows open. And can you? Look, woodwick. I hope you can. That'd be cool. But yeah, a little meditation. Just listen to the birds if you can hear them in the woodwick, okay? Let's do a deep breath in for 5 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Out for 6 seconds. Now, really focus or put your intention on the out breath because that's the really important one. That's the one that calms you down, okay? So, and in this time, I will be writing down messages. I am using my affirmations deck and I'm using the Ravens deck, but I don't think that this will be the main one because I just really want to affirm everybody, bring back some positivity, sprinkle in some joy. You know, I got my joy pen. This is the vibe that I'm trying to curate, if you will. And look, my smiley face. Would you believe it? Y'all can't see it, but on my other page, it's a smiley face. This is my journal that I use. So share my journal with me and let me bring y'all what y'all need to hear. Are you ready? In for 5. I was getting nighttime and then night runs. Isn't there a song called Night Runner? Please listen to it's an old song, I believe. So that was coming out immediately, but also, what's that movie? Sinners? Michael B. Jordan. Food. For sure. I kind of want to turn this off. Yeah. Come on now. Black Mirror. If any of these things have been prevalent in your life recently, this message is definitely for you, but this is also just the overarching something to bring the message together. I've never seen that Sinners movie, but it's coming through like Western, old times. That's why I'm like Night Runner. I don't know what that song is either, but I know, or Night Moves. Is that what it's called? It's something. It's old though, and it's a song. Night is very prevalent as well. So I'm like up at night, up all night. Passion? Passion. Passion is a big energy as well. Lust. But not, this is, look, it's not lust, it's love. Like, what is it? Ridiculous. Okay, yeah. Big one, Eyes Wide Shut. No. Eyes Wide Shut, yeah. I've been hearing that a lot lately. Eyes Wide Shut. Which I don't think is the actual saying, right? Isn't it? It keep one eye open, but eyes wide shut, whatever that means. Okay. And I'll be doing more throughout. Zoomies. So maybe shoes. There's Zoomies, like when the cats have the Zoomies, and then there's Zoomies, the shoe store. Maybe y'all want to shop. Maybe y'all should shop. Maybe you're contemplating shopping and you're like, can I swing that? I think it's very important to treat yourself at this time. Romanticize your life. I saw this girl, she's not a reader, but just this YouTuber I watch, and she was saying how she bought herself a ring and she engraved on it like what she wanted for her future self, basically, like a habit she was trying to kick. She romanticized herself and just her journey, and I think that's beautiful. Buy yourself flowers. Get yourself jewelry. I like that came out right when I said that. I think that's beautiful. So we got prayer, feel, and balance. I love that off the bat. So I don't usually pray before my readings. I used to, but then I kind of stopped. So I do think that that's important, and that's the one I want to read first. In times of need, in times of hurt, in times of anger, it is easy to turn outward and focus on what we do not have or what we want most. But remember, gentle soul, you are always allowed to ask for guidance, to ask for help, to ask how, to ask why. Do not forget that you are never alone. The divine is always with you. To seek it, my love, all you need to do is turn inward. So that's also been a big energy, like the divine in my own life. The divine is in you and you are in the divine. Sorry, you are in the divine and the divine is in you. That's what it is. Very much so within, so without. Very much as above, so below. That has been a huge energy that I've been seeing as well. Like collectively, not just in my own life. As within, so without. As above, so below. So I am big on macro and micro. So you got to know that when you zoom out macro and you see the big picture and you see the collective, that it's always going to somehow apply to micro, to your life, even if not directly, indirectly. So I do think that's cool. If you need the divine, look inward. If you can't hear the divine, listen to yourself. Listen to others around you, like depending. Be discerning, but listen to nature. You know what I'm saying? Ravens and birds could be significant as well. Black. But not in a void way. So white is the color. I'm sorry. White light is the full spectrum of color. Something like that. White, and then black is the absence of light, right? But that doesn't take the colors away. It's just the absence of light, muted essentially. So muted sign, Sagittarius. I just know that because I'm a muted sign. What else? Probably, is it the fire signs? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Look up your muted signs. That's big. Black. Yeah, we're not void filling though. This is an affirming reading. But if you are void filling at this time, I want you to be gentle with yourself even in that. If you're trying, if you're, not just don't be hard on yourself, even if you are in a lower vibration at this time? How do you expect yourself to do better when even you can't believe in you? You know? So definitely. And then feel. I think that is coupled with that. The range of our emotions is meant to be experienced now in times of need, hurt, and anger. Okay? You're supposed to feel all of that. You're not supposed to reject it. That's what I'm saying. Be gentle with yourself at this time. Feeling however you feel, you still need to affirm yourself. So, say you're mad at somebody and you're like, oh, but I can't act like that. I can't do them like that. Or say you are, ooh, I'm in flow. Hold on. I want to stay there, but that I just noticed it. Like I just been okay. Let me stay focused though. Circles. Circles is coming out again. Last time it was like dots and accuracy and bullseye. This time I believe it's like your inner circle. The range of our emotions is meant to be experienced fully, beautifully, and wholly. Yet we are taught to suppress the less pretty emotions for fear that they keep at bay the more desirable ones, the ones that are more pleasant to feel. But to numb one end of the spectrum is to numb the full breadth of our human experience. Allow yourself to feel it all. Depth in sorrow, heat in anger, stuck in the impatience, radiance in the joy, lusciousness in the pleasure. And if it is any comfort, you can always remember to turn the dial up on some is to turn the dial up on all. Now, did y'all hear me or did y'all hear me? Also, that has something to do with the dark, the black, and the spectrum. I'm telling you, muted. I've been really, okay, so I love my cats. They're kind of spoiled because I love them. And I turn on blue lights for them at night. Like I have LED lights in my lamp, and I make it blue at night because I heard it's relaxing and calming for them. But also, their eyesight, they can't see the full spectrum of colors that we can. So blue makes things especially, like blue things are especially vibrant to them because they can see. So I'm like looking up when I turn on the light, can they see more? Like, is it like daylight for them? Because then I don't want to turn it on at night. But they just said it's relaxing and calming. So I do turn it on, and they do seem to sleep better when I do it. There's something in there. Finding out, studying yourself, studying your animals maybe, just taking care of you and yours, your kids, you know, your relationship, your friendships, just really, but really you at this time. I think it's really about turning inward, for real, and dating yourself, finding yourself, and like what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you feel comforted and relaxed. And there are beautiful ways to deal with that, like, and alchemize that. It doesn't always have to be, you know, turning outward for anger and lashing out and crashing out. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be, I went and got a tattoo. It can be, I went and got my hair done. It can be, I sat alone and I cried for 5 hours. Or, you know what I mean? I did whatever the fuck I needed to do. I took a nap. I fed myself. You know? I had a little drink. I had a little smoke. Like, I did what I needed to do for me because that's what I needed. And I didn't blame myself or, you know what I'm saying? I let myself feel that. Also, balance. Of course it ends on balance. This card is literally my background on my phone right now. Because this card this is it right here. Heart or mind. This is the spectrums, y'all. Oh my gosh. This is the extremities. Okay? Everybody thinks that you have to be one or the other. Listen to this right now. Heart or mind, body or soul, creative or calculated, masculine or feminine, soft or strong, spirit or science, momentum or rest, sun or moon, summer or winter. What is life but a beautiful, delicious mixture of both? Perhaps it doesn't have to be one or the other. Perhaps we were made to be some things, but then also everything, all in one. After all, the sun and the moon exist together in the sky. It is simply our perspective. Oh my gosh, I was literally going to say that. Our perspective that keeps us from seeing both at the same time. Now, when I was talking about my cats, I wanted to bring up perspective. how they see things differently. We looking at the same thing, but they see it different, right? And I think about that. Oh my gosh, I think about that all the time. I'm getting so many downloads. I'm sorry. Me and my sisters just watched a movie called It's What's Inside or something like that. What's Inside. They another spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen it, maybe I don't know, but they switch bodies, and it's so this reading, like it's so versed in this reading, like perspective. How if you was in somebody else's body, you probably lose your fucking mind because you don't feel the way they do, you don't see the way they do, you don't hear the way they do, you don't even know what it's like. You only know what it's like to be in your own body. You know what I'm saying? So I just think perception is huge. Maybe viewing somebody's story and trying to validate it. I mean, not validate it. What is it? Trying to judge it. Not validate it, but seeing somebody's story and trying to judge it, right? Seeing your own story and trying to judge it. Seeing the same thing, but reacting differently. So instead of judging it, validating it. You know what I'm saying? Or putting yourself in their shoes. Or instead of lust, love. You know? Same. Oh my gosh. I'm getting so many downloads. Yeah, I'm in there. Rainbows could be significant. Oh, eyes, seeing, like physical sight. But you know, sharing an experience with somebody and having two different experiences. This could be household, like siblings. Y'all grew up in the same house, two completely different worldviews or ways of doing things, two different childhoods, even growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, having the same experience. Like, say you're in a situation with somebody, y'all both need comfort, regulation, co-regulation. You know what I'm saying? The reason you're doing it, the reason they're doing it, two different reasons. You have to be very discerning at this time, but not with yourself. With yourself, you need to be gentle, soft. Allow yourself to feel. You know what I'm saying? The nitty gritties. We got to get in there because you cannot process and heal without going through, without feeling. Okay? We got 3 cards and we got all that. I love that. Okay? Quick and easy. That's how I be. Yeah, I was in there. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming to my reading. Please come to the next one. If you want to book a reading, look in the description box. I'm going to get some new decks soon, so that's exciting. And we're going to do back of the deck just because I'm feeling, you know, why else would I say that? Yep. Last one. Reborn. Phoenix. Out of the ashes you shall rise, and the tears you once shed will pave the way for all that is light and free, and from this depth you will arrive at your ultimate truth, your ultimate joy. Getting in there, digging out all of the impurities, all of the, you know what I'm saying, but feeling it. And then you will arrive at who you truly are, who you truly want to be, who you truly can be, your potential, your higher self, dare I say. Okay? I'll see y'all later. Have I got it all wrong? Inflated egos belong to people who never say sorry. I need to go back to therapy. Are you doing this?